Okay, hello. We're going to be reading the book Ants today. It's actually written by National Geographic for Kids, and the author is Melissa Stewart. Do you know how many ants live in the world? More than 10 billion. That's a lot of ants. Ants live in fields and forests. They live under sidewalks too. Ants are everywhere. An ant is an active insect. Its tiny waist helps it bend and wriggle through tunnels. Its 6 strong legs creep and crawl. Its 2 large eyes see the world. Its super tough jaw munch and crunch. Its long fillers touch and tap. This is a wood ant. I'm describing the body parts. It says, what's the biggest kind of ant? Right, it's called a giant. Ants at home. 1 ant, 2 ants, 3 ants, 4. See 1 ant and you'll see lots more. Ants live in large groups. A group of ants is called a colony. A colony of ants that live together. Some colonies have millions of ants. An ant colony lives in a nest. Most ants build nests underground. An ant colony lives in a nest. Most ants build nests underground. An ant nest is full of tunnels. Each tunnel leads to a little room. This is a picture of an underground ant tunnel. This is nest, and this is how they live. Some ants do not live underground. They live inside hollow thorns, between rocks, and rotting trees, and nests made of leaves. Brian Fisher is a scientist. He looks for new kinds of ants. Some people call him the Ant-Man. Dr. Fisher has found more than 800 new kinds of ants. He can't wait to find even more. This is the Ant-Man, Dr. Fisher. Where do ants go to eat? Right, a restaurant. I guess these are knock-knock jokes. An ant's life. The queen is the biggest ant in the colony. She lays eggs all day long. When the eggs hatch, little larvae wriggle out. They look like worms. They eat and eat and eat. Larvae turn into pupa. Pupa do not move. Pupa do not eat. After a few weeks, they turn into an adult ant. This is an example, a picture of the queen and how she lays the eggs. Most of the ants in a colony are workers. All worker ants are female. Inside the nest, some worker ants dig new tunnels. Others take care of eggs, larvae, and pupa. We have an example of a bulldog ant looking over the larva. We have workers ants, the ones that live outside the nest. Many ants eat other insects. Ants with wings. A few ants in the colony have wings. Some are females, some are males. Ants with wings fly out of the nest. They start new colonies. We have a garden ant as an example of an ant with wings. Superhero ants. Aqua ant. An aqua ant lives in Australia. She can swim, dive, and even live underwater. We have a mama marvel. A mama marvel is an African driver ant. She lays 50 million eggs a year. Hulking Hercules. Hulking Hercules is a bulldog ant. She can lift more than 20 times her body weight. The big biter. The big biter is a trapjaw ant. She has the fastest bite in the world. Biter can snap her jaw shut at a speed of 145 miles an hour. You want to get bit by a spider. Some examples. Most ants catch and eat other insects. Some ants eat dead animals. Leafcutter ants grow their own food. They have fungus gardens inside their nests. This is an example of a leafcutter ant right here. Many ants take care of aphids. Aphids are small insects. They make sugary poop that ants like to eat. Yummy. Okay, a fungus. A fungus is a living thing that is not a plant or animal. Mushrooms are a kind of fungus. Army ants. Army ants hunt for food every day. The colony looks like a moving, munching carpet. Army ants sting and bite everything in their path. They can kill insects, spiders, lizards, and baby birds. An army ant can be as wide as a street. It can be longer than a football field. I have an example right here of an army ant. Wow. Army ants are not the only ants that sting and eat animals. Fire ants have poison that inject into other insect animals and even people. It leaves a burning feeling. This is how fire ants got their name. There are more than 280 different kinds of fire ants. Example of a fire ant. Hooray for ants. Ants are an important part of the world. They are food for other animals. Birds, frogs, and spiders eat ants. So do monkeys and aardvark. As ants dig tunnels, they mix the dirt. Plants grow better in dirt with ants. We have a leafcutter ant. It digs up a lot of dirt when they build a nest. Scientists weighed the dirt. Only one colony dug up. The dirt weighed as much as 6 elephants. Wow, that's an awesome characteristic. These are leafcutter ants. They dig. One colony dug a hole, a nest so big that it weighed as much as 6 elephants. And elephants, I think, weigh about 1 ton. All right. So thank you for listening. We enjoyed the book about ants. Hope to be hearing from you soon.